Under the rules of war, as military occupiers, Israelis must guarantee the provision of food and aid to the people of Gaza. For most of this war, it's allowed the UN to do that on and off, but it's accused the UN of being significantly compromised by Hamas without providing much evidence. It is now outsourcing the job to a private American company, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. It's been mired in controversy since its launch, its head resigning, saying it would not be able to do its job humanely or independently. Now, this map shows where the new company's aid distribution centres are, these orange squares, and in red where most Gazans are now living, most of them in tented camps. There are only 4 aid points compared to hundreds when the UN was in charge, and as you can see, they are not near where people live. Getting aid now requires walking a minimum of 1.5 miles through a war zone. The new system began chaotically a week ago. Crowds overran the aid points, people desperate to reach the food. And by Sunday, things appeared to turn violent, with dozens of casualties reported. The new American aid operators said there were no incidents inside their sites. The Israeli military said it only fired warning shots around 1 kilometre away, but 31 people were reported killed. Today at 4 a.m, the US aid organisation put this notice up on Facebook, giving just an hour's notice for when aid would start being distributed, and with confusing instructions on how to get to the site. One part of the document told people not to go beyond this red stop sign, another not to move further than the roundabout at this junction close to where the shooting ended up happening, 0.5 kilometre from the aid point. The Israelis said the Palestinians they shot at posed a threat, but have provided no evidence that they were armed. They have released this footage they claim shows Hamas firing into a crowd of Palestinians on Sunday, but we verified that it didn't happen anywhere near any of the new aid points. Aid professionals say the new system simply can't meet the massive humanitarian needs of Gaza.
This is not an appropriate, fit way to distribute aid equitably in a dignified way to people who are facing the most desperate humanitarian conditions. This is an organization with no track record of working in situations like this. And the other bit as well is, again, everything is being reduced. The number of trucks that's coming in, number of boxes of food that are being distributed. People can't live on boxes of food and bags of flour alone. They need all the services that go along this.
The Israelis are accused of using aid as a weapon of war during an 11-week blockade that brought Gaza to the brink of famine. Critics say the new system is more about forcing Palestinians into a corner of southern Gaza than distributing aid. And they say if the UN is not allowed back in to resume aid operations, there will be more mass casualty incidents like this.